Okay, we're live, just a little bit late. Game has already started, but we're here anyways. I just saw Jalen Hurts with an incomplete pass. But let's see where we're at. Eagles start with the ball, battle for the NFC East. Line here. 7-2 Eagles, 7-3 Commanders. NFC East on the line. Commanders a surprising team so far. Need to pull up the stream here. On some time. Amazon Prime, I presume, Thursday night. One of the few times a Thursday night football game is going to be interesting. The one last week was good, even though the Bengals screwed that one up, but still a very good game. Sorry, I'm just a little bit behind here. Pull it up on my booting up. Curious to know what people think about Washington. There's a lot of who would you rather haves. Would you rather have Jalen Hurts or Jaden Daniels? Is that a real question? Jalen Hurts has all the weapons and he's still like ranked towards the bottom of the league in passing. So let's not go there. All right, Hurts in the gun. Barkley on the swing. No, he's looking, and floats it out of bounds in the area of Jahan Dotson. Third and 6. All right, I guess we're watching it on the phone. Gonna work today. Which is wonderful. Pay for all these services. All right. Third and 6. Approaching midfield. Hurts in the gun. Back he goes. And a little dump down to A.J. Brown for the first down. A.J. Brown's one of those guys that you can't let him loose on the outside. You can't let him loose underneath because he's so big and strong, but he's also got some... He's not like a top-tier speed receiver, but he's in that next category. For a guy that big, it's wild to see. A little play action, little RPO to A.J. Brown on a slant for a huge gain. Well into Commander's territory. Right back to the big man, A.J. Brown. Guy's an absolute legend. What the hell were the Titans thinking? I mean, I'm glad, personally. I'm glad they did, but good lord. A little RPO slant, and Brown just does the rest. Hurts in the gun, handoff to Barkley. Little move, and he gets wrapped up high around the neck. But it doesn't look like that was a flag. It was under the face mask, it seemed. His head went weird, though. Guy's doing the signal on the sideline. Kellen Moore, the offensive coordinator. Here we go. 2nd and 12, 2-yard loss for Saquon Barkley. He made a little shimmy move, but didn't have anywhere to go. Hurts in the gun again. Barkley to his right. 3 wide receivers. And in motion to the top of the screen. And back he goes. Pressure in his face, and he's going to dump it off for a 2-yard loss. There's a flag down. Let's see, waiting for the call. And it's an offensive penalty. It is holding on Mekhi Becton, so they are going to accept it. It would have been 3rd and long. 3rd and about 14. However, they're going to accept the penalty, send it back 10, so we'll be looking at 2nd and 22. Oh, he kind of absolutely just clotheslined the man. Grabbed him by his inner shoulder pad. Yeah. You just got to let him through at that point. I don't know. That's a tough one. And Dickerson's on the sideline getting some work, so we'll see if he's back in the game soon. Hurts in the gun. And fake screen goes to the left and just throws it away. It'll be 3rd and 22. So nice job by the Washingtons to accept that penalty and send him back. It'll make for a long field goal attempt for Jake Elliott. Right after this drive, I'm going to run an ab item to get this system up and working here. Hurts in the gun, trips to the top of the screen, single wide receiver to the left, and they just hand it off smartly, surprisingly. Little handoff to Gainwell, who makes it a little bit of an easier field goal for Jake Elliott. Wow. The conservative play by Nick Sirianni, the strangely, oddly, uncharacteristically conservative play by Nick Sirianni, who usually can't help himself. Did the smart thing. I can't believe it. I'm flabbergasted by the decision. 12 for 15 is Elliott on the season. Long of 49, which is bizarre. He has a very strong leg. Kick is up, and the kick is no good. Elliott misses the field goal. As we go to commercial, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Our situation is sorted. I love two-factor authentication. Just like I've had these same devices forever, and they just two-factor authentication on everything. Recognized devices, all that good stuff. But we're back. the exciting week of the NFL? Let's see. Let's check some games. Really, honestly. Seahawks, 49ers will be a big one. Bengals, Chargers. That is a must win for Cincinnati. And then the other one was Baltimore, Pitt. All right, we got 3rd and 4 for the Commanders. Daniels is back. And incomplete. Great play by Zach Bond. This guy has been an absolute stud this season. And quite the surprise for the Eagles so far. And the guy is he's just been excellent. And here comes the punting unit. Lefty punter, Tress Way. One of the better punters in the NFL. Booming punt. Ooh, inside the 10 is Cooper DeJean. As we go to commercial break, the game's still tied at 0. It was showing the boys a stat on what Patrick Mahomes' numbers were versus when Tom Brady had the same amount of games in their undefeated 2007 season. Brady had, when they were 10-0, Brady had 38 touchdown passes. Mahomes has 12. It's actually comical. People are putting Mahomes in the MVP race. Oh, you don't know anything about football and stats. That stats don't matter. I've been telling people, if anyone listens to this channel for more than 14 seconds, knows that I'm not strictly a stats guy. I don't care what Jalen Hurts' numbers are. He doesn't. I watch him. I watch him every single snap of every single game. I watch it. You don't got to tell me whether stats make a difference or not. However, with Mahomes' stats and the fact that their margin of victory is so low and they're always getting bailed out by the referees, how are you going to tell me that Mahomes is an MVP candidate? If anything, it should be someone like Chris Jones, someone on the defensive side who's keeping that team in games. Wild. Is it working? Yeah, it's working, but that doesn't mean that he's an MVP candidate just because you like him. You know what I mean? We'll talk real MVP candidates. And Jaden Daniels has to be up there in the discussion. He's not going to win it. He'll clearly be Rookie of the Year, but he's not going to win it. All right, we're back. We're showing a little bit of the opening drive for the Eagles. Jordan Mailata back from injury, which was lucky they played the Cowboys last week because they didn't really need him. All right. Hurts in the pistol. Barkley behind. And they hand off to Barkley, who's got a little bit of room. Nice gain of 8. Saquon Barkley has now crossed 1,000 rushing yards on the season. Second only to Derrick Henry, of course. And 2nd and 2 for the Eagles. Brown in motion. And they give it right back to Barkley, who gets close to the first down. He may be a bit shy. Very close. They're going to line him up about a half yard shy. So you're going to see the Eagles do a quarterback sneak because that's what they do. And there's a first down. I love how the defenders always signal 4th down, no matter how far he gets across, and the offense always signals 1st down, no matter what. I don't think they realize that their motioning with their hands doesn't affect the referee's vision. But unless you're Mahomes, then you affect the entire referee's thoughts on everything. So.
Oh my God, did you know Jalen Hurts' leg press is 1,000 pounds? Did you understand what a squat is?
Yeah, but he can't thread the needle, can he? I don't care what his weight press is. All right. Play action. And a little dump out to Goddard, who we're not going to see much of today. That is a 2-yard gain. Chin on the tackle. This is, by the way, the return of Zach Ertz to Philadelphia, I believe. I don't know if he came back with the Cardinals at any point. But Super Bowl legend, game-winning touchdown in Super Bowl 52 by the Eagles to beat the Patriots in the most satisfying Super Bowl to ever exist. Hurts in the gun. And goes to the outside and overthrows Brown. Brown had his man to the sideline, but Hurts is Hurts. 3rd down and 8. What do we think about the Commanders just staying with this digital camo? They're the Commanders, right? Give them some sort of identity other than a W on the side of their helmet. And Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his right. Bunch to the left. And Smith in motion. Back goes Hurts, and he wants to run and get sacked. He didn't give enough time, unless that was a designed quarterback draw. He did not give enough time for the play to develop before he just tried to run and screw the pocket that your great offensive line gives you. Lane Johnson. So that's an interesting thing that will happen is Lane Johnson has the defender, but as soon as Hurts breaks the pocket, the defender, who is completely locked up by Johnson, breaks free and goes upfield for the sack. So does that count against Johnson? Because that is a complete sack against Hurts. It is totally Hurts, 100% his fault. As Brown for the Eagles decides to let the ball roll back upfield and give the Commanders better field position because he's just arguing with somebody. So that's good. Oh, all right. Rough start for the offense. And they showed Marshawn Lattimore on the sideline. One of the top cornerbacks in the NFL is now a Washington Commander. So. Not a lot going on in the NFL this weekend. I'm excited to see if the Bengals can put a game together against the Chargers. But they've had some rough games. That bogus loss that they had to the Chiefs was rough. Loss in quotes. The one against the two against the Ravens, those were tight, both ugly losses. For the defense, especially. That ugly loss against the Patriots to open the season, that's 4 right there. And Philly hammered him, and I can't remember what their loss was. Philly just destroyed them. Pretty wild. 25th ranked in defense. See if I can see the Bengals schedule. Struggling to remember. Is that just going to bring me back where I was? See who that other loss was. I'm blanking. Oh, Commanders. Yeah, that was a rough one. That defense could not get off the field. that was I think it was either a Sunday night or a Monday night I believe it was Monday Night Football, and Commanders just got. That's right. It was Monday night, the same night as the Jags getting blown out by the Bills, so everyone was pretty much watching Bengals Commanders because it was close. But that defense couldn't get off the field to save their lives. All right, Jaden Daniels in the gun, play action, and dump out to the running back. Huge gain. Wow. Austin Eckler with a monstrous gain. Reed Blankenship's getting into it with the offensive lineman for the Washingtons. I'm going to say Redskins. Like, this is just part of the deal. They've been the Redskins my entire life, except for what? The last 4 years? 5 years? I don't know. Who really cares? And Zach Bond tries an arm tackle, and he just can't bring him down. Pistol formation for Hurts, for Daniels, and a little draw play for 6. Completely different Washington. Commanders coming off the loss to the Steelers. Hurt Daniels in the gun, 2 backs, hands off to Gibson, and he's just pounding his way through. And that's a touchdown. No. That's they mark him down at the 1, but he landed on the defender. That was pretty clearly a touchdown. Very easy drive for the Redskins, for the whatevers. Huh, interesting. I thought that was pretty clearly landed on top of the Eagles defender, but here we are. Shotgun, 2 backs for Daniels, and they're going to hand it right back to him. The Eagles, wow. Robinson pushes his way through. And the Redskins offensive line's getting pretty chippy right now. They're trying to bully the Eagles, and we'll see if it works. We shall see if you watch the end of this play, there was another offensive lineman pushing around after the play's over. The Eagles guy's on his knees, and the offensive lineman still goes after him. So, is this going to be a similar situation as the 49ers last year? The Eagles were rolling the 49ers around the same time. This is around the same time of year. And the 49ers bullied them. They beat the piss out of them. And the Eagles folded. Lost every single game the rest of the season. Are they going to get bullied this time? We'll see. That was a very, very easy drive for Washington. Concerning if you're an Eagles fan. That's pretty much what happened last year. Is the 49ers decided that they were just gonna bully the Eagles, just beat them down, and beat them down they did. I called him Gibson, but it was Robinson, Ryan Robinson. Give us Commanders 7, Eagles 0, 3:26 to go in the first. Now, the Eagles are used to not scoring points in the first. They've only done it twice this season. But you can't do it against this Washington team. This Washington team don't play. It's just me, or our stadium's a lot quieter these days. They're not quiet, but over the last few years, maybe since COVID, people just lost the drive. I don't know, but they don't get as loud, it feels like. I don't know. It could be. Maybe it's just me. Let me know if you think. Jane Daniels 2 of 3 for 39 yards. Hurts 4 of 8 for 42. Not much else going on here. Yeah, we're still early. Couple drives for each team. That Elliott missed field goal might loom large down the stretch here. This is a primetime game, right? Technically. God. They're showing an advertisement for Black Friday football. Raiders, Chiefs. Who wants to watch that? What are we doing? Wonder what the Thanksgiving lineup. It's probably going to be trash. We got to watch the trash Cowboys again. Maybe the Lions will be playing someone good. Game going there. One thing I've noticed, I haven't watched a ton from Washington this year. One thing I've noticed from Daniels is ease at which he delivers the ball. This guy's got a cannon, and he it's kind of Shipley with a nice return. It's kind of Rodgers-esque. I don't want to. It's such an overstretch to say he's like Rodgers. I just mean in terms of the way Rodgers just kind of flicks the ball and it goes 75 yards. But that's the only comparison I'm making at this point. Just like with DJ Stroud last year, I got to see more before I'm going to anoint this guy the next thing. This isn't ESPN here, but he's very good to start his career, so he gets props. But he's got to, he's got to do it for a little while. We're all just happy for Terry McLaurin. He's got someone to throw to him now. Hurts in the gun, 1st and 10. Brown in motion. And play action. A lot of white jerseys in the backfield already. And Hurts still incomplete, intended for Smith. I have to see the replay there. I didn't see why he dropped that. Strange. It's just a straight up drop by Smith. Second and 10 for the Eagles. 3:12 to go in the quarter. Hurts under center. Got her in motion. Bunch to the left. Barkley in the backfield. Little pitch out to Barkley, who has room to operate. Nice gain. See, now that's one of the things that the Ravens fixed. First couple of games, they were going out of the shotgun because that's where Jackson's comfortable. But it didn't fit with Henry's style. So maybe, Hurts isn't comfortable in the pocket because he doesn't have, his footwork's terrible. So, we're right back to the shotgun. 4 wide receivers, Hurts in the gun, and Barkley to his left. Brown in motion. And delivers out to Dotson, who drops it. Oh, what they did in Baltimore. In Baltimore, they changed it up a little bit to get Henry more comfortable, and now the offense looks insane. But the Eagles, you got to mix in those plays a little bit more, but your quarterback has such poor footwork that you can't trust it. You can't rely on it. It's a similar situation, but Jackson obviously is a far superior quarterback to Hurts. Braden Mann on to punt. 2 drops on that drive. Haul it in at the 10 and tackled at the 17, 18. Flag down. Yeah. LSU sure is cranking out the quarterbacks, huh? Refs are huddling and waiting. Legal block in the back on Washington. Be half the distance to the goal. First down, Washington. There's another 3 and out for the Eagles. A total time of possession of 56 whole seconds. Incomplete passes, neither of which were on Hurts that time, and that run to Barkley, obviously. There's a weird Jason Kelsey commercial going on where he's being all sexual with Campbell's soup. The color of that soup, honestly, the orange. I don't know, man. Can't really be sexy with that soup. Commanders will take it. You see some Eagles end zone behind them. Oh, the crowd's actually getting into it. All right. Haven't heard them in a while. 1st and 10 for the Commanders. 2:15 to go in the quarter. Pistol formation for Jaden Daniels. Back he goes. Stands in the end zone. Throws out to Eckler, and he's swarmed. Cooper DeJean and Darius Slay on the tackle. Eagles crowd's getting hyped now. 2nd and 11. 1 yard loss on the play. Shotgun, 2 backs for Daniels. And a handoff to Eckler for a short gain. Solid gain. It's the 11. Minute 20 to go. 3rd down. Important for the Eagles to get off the field here. But now Daniels has a little bit of room to work with. Not standing in the end zone any longer. 3rd and 5. Daniels in the gun, single back. Bunch to the left. And Eagles send 4. Daniels breaks the pocket. And nice tackle by Nakobe Dean to save the 1st down. Excellent job there. That's a tough play. You're one-on-one with a speedster quarterback. And Dean does the job. 4th down. Dean was kind of playing like an underneath route spy type gimmick. And he's able to just wrap him up, bring him down. Tremendous job by Dean. Press way on to punt. Great job by the Eagles defense to get off the field. Punt. The punt is away, and a very good punt. Cooper DeJean catches it on the run and crosses the 50. The Eagles will start the possession in Commanders territory. Some more chippiness to go. The Eagles don't seem like they're getting bullied this time, which is good. Washington's certainly trying their best. Kirk Herbstreit. Al Michaels, my favorite announcer. It used to be Jim Nantz, but I can't watch Jim Nantz anymore because because Tony Romo's there. Jim Nantz and Phil Simms is my favorite NFL commentary team since John Madden and Pat Summerall. Now, when I was a kid, they were kind of on their way out. But nonetheless, they're fantastic. Listen to some of their old stuff if you ever get a chance. All right, we're back. Hurts in the pistol. 4 wide receivers, single back. And handoff to Barkley, who's got some room. Nice gain on first down. That is kind of the remedy, I think, for Hurts. Instead of putting him under center, maybe you go more pistol, because that'll allow him to be sloppy with his footwork and still give Barkley his full range. I think that might be the remedy. Let me sit down. I have Nick Sirianni's number. I'll give him a call later. Have a little talk with him. You know, you got to understand what you have. He's not the GM. This is the team he's given. He's got to work with what he's got. So maybe more pistol formations. You can line everyone else up as though they are you can line them all up as though they're in under center, except just get him out of the pistol. That way he has more wiggle room, if you will. I just can't believe how far we've plummeted in terms of quarterback play just across the board. Like when you see Jackson and when you see Burrow and all these guys, Josh Allen, they look so superior to everyone else. It's just kind of hard to believe. That's why I think everyone likes CJ Stroud. At least the reason I do is because the guy plays like normal quarterback. He can run, but he's a quarterback first. But all these guys, like you get Anthony Richardson. What the hell are the Colts thinking? Whose idea was that? Whoever that is should probably be out of a job. Probably be holding one of those cardboard signs, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who said, yeah, let's do it. Get this guy. He's big and he can run. It's like, yeah, but we want a quarterback, right? You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's just so weird how far we've fallen. How Dak Prescott, Rain Dakota Prescott, is the highest paid player in football. And he's mid. Just the most mid-ass dude you've ever seen. Crazy. It's pretty wild to watch. A couple teams I think we can start putting some nails in coffins if they lose here. I think Rams, Dolphins, Bears, looking across the schedule here. Jets. Broncos would still be in it, but I think the Broncos win that game. And then the rest of the teams, I think you put the nail in the Bengals coffin as well if they lose to the Chargers. Very important game. You beat the Chargers, they currently hold the 7th spot with a 6th spot, and you're only a game behind them with that win over them. All right, here we go. 2nd and 3. Hurts in the pistol. Brown in motion. And a handoff to Barkley. Go right back to him. Gain of 1. Frankie Louvu so far for Washington's been all over the place. Seen that number a lot. Washington making a lot of smart moves in the offseason. All right, here we go. Little pitch out to Barkley. First down. They went into the quarterback sneak formation and pitch it out to Barkley with Calcaterra. Sorry, that's Goddard leading the way. 2-yard gain, first down, Philadelphia. Oh, that was the previous play. First down, Philly, regardless. 3-yard run. 1st and 10, and Hurts in the pistol again. See, Nick Sirianni's usually tuned in. So, and they hand off to Barkley. What in the blue hell was that? Okay. It was a handoff to Barkley, a pitch to Smith, a pitch back to Hurts. Very strange. And then Luvu with the not only the sack, but the fake Philadelphia Eagles flap, and then the kick to mock the Eagles. See what I mean? They're trying to bully him. It's not going to work though. 2nd and 23. And Hurts in the gun. Little dump out to Gainwell. Solid gain. Be 3rd and long for Philly. So you do the Eagle bird flap if you are mocking the Eagles. What do you do if you're mocking Washington? Get on your knees and fake like you're blowing someone? Would that be the Washington mock? Is that what a commander is? 3rd and 17. And in the gun, caught by Goddard. It'll be well shy. It'll be Jake Elliott territory. Need this one there, Jake. Elliott, who missed earlier in the day. Eagles, Packers, and Jets are the only teams without a 50-plus yard field goal this season. 51-yard attempt. The kick is up, and the kick is no good again. 0 for 2 is Jake Elliott. 7-0 Washington. Great. Elliott struggles continue. That one, whoever designed that trick play can be the owner on that drive, because there was no reason. I know hindsight and all that, but you were just handing the ball to Barkley and getting first downs, so not really sure what that was about. But that's what we do. I would like to know anyone down in the comments what the Washington Commanders celebration would be. So as we saw Frankie Luvu mocking the Eagles with the bird flap a la Terrell Owens back in, I don't know, 2002. It was with the, he did it with the 49ers. Then he was with the Eagles and did it non-sarcastically. And then when he was with the Cowboys, he did it again sarcastically. So what would the Commanders one be? Putting the, you'd probably have to get on all fours with the Ving Rhames ball gag in your mouth. Is that what it would be? Since you changed your name, you bowed down, change your name because you're scared. I think it would be the Ving Rhames ball gag. Pretty sure. You know what you think? You don't know what I'm talking about? Just watch Pulp Fiction. Right, let's check in on some stats. Barkley 9 for 32. Hurts 6 of 12 for 58. Daniels 3 of 4 for 37 yards. Not a lot going on for the only receiver with any yards is Eckler. It's weird. Seems weird. Anywho. Regardless of what the stats look like, the Commanders lead 7-0 with 11:35 to go. For commercial to end here. Showing a little Zach Bond action here. And also credit to Nakobe Dean on that last drive. Zach Bond has been incredible this season. A dude I had no idea who he was to start the year, and the guy is all over the place. I've watched every Eagles game this year, and I haven't like, he's never been like quiet. He's all over the place. play action for Daniels. Pressure. And the Eagles sack him. Nice job by the defense to swarm him. They kept him in the pocket. He was looking to run, but the defense did a good job of keeping their lanes. And Brandon Graham is able to come up with the sack. Eagles legend himself. There's got a buddy who we grew up with who reminds me of Brandon Graham. It's so funny. Just the same, like, get to that in a second. Daniels in the gun, empty backfield. Back he goes. And pressured again. Sacked for the second time. Come on, do the get on your all fours and get plugged. Come on, do the Commanders dance there. No. Josh Sweat on the sack. Sweat with just a straight up bull rush. And these asshole offensive linemen for the Commanders trying their hardest to bully the Eagles. It is not working. There was a lot of green jerseys in that backfield. 3rd and 22. The crowd has come to life. Daniels in the gun. And they're going to hand it off. Try and save face here. Short gain. That'll bring up 4th down. There's a flag down. That'll be a holding on Washington. Penalty declined. 4th down. A lot of birds flapping in the crowd. This Eagles offense has to hold up their end of the bargain. And way punt out of bounds at the 25. 9:51 to go in the quarter. Eagles ball will be 1st and 10 at the 26. Eagles defense showing up again. There. Watch your damn mouth about the Eagles defense. Yeah, it's wild. It's so wild to see such a complete team missing one important piece. Not sorry. It is Jalen Hurts. That is the piece that they are missing. The end. People will start. I can't believe there are still some people who say, oh, he's the MVP, he's the best. I cannot believe it. Probably the ESPN syndrome. 4 drives for the Eagles, 2 punts, 2 missed field goals. And little read option for Hurts, who goes straight up the middle for a nice gain. 6. Now, this is the kind of style you got to run down the field, because not only are you going to eat the clock, Washington might not get another drive this half if you play it right. Obviously, you got to gain the yards, but if you take your time, they might only have a couple minutes left. Here we go. 2nd and 5. They gave it a short 5-yard gain. Long 5, a short 6. And Barkley up the middle gains about a yard. Right. For 102 yards per 3rd among active players behind Jonathan Taylor and Christian McCaffrey. Averaging 102 yards from scrimmage per game in his career. This is what, like his 6th season? Good. 3rd and 4. Eagles got to get a 1st down here. And Hurts throws it to the Redskins sideline. What the hell was that? That wasn't even close. Whew. AJ Brown, the defender falls down. He's wide open. Hurts can't, not only does he not see him, but when he finally delivers it to him, it's 4 yards short and out of bounds. What? Oh my God. Calcaterra gets rolled up on the punt return. That was pretty wild. That was disgusting to actually see that throw. I mean, really. He had time. Brown was open and the defender fell. And he still missed him by 4 yards. Unreal. It's actually just... That's 50 mil a season, yo. I gotta text the boys, make sure they saw this throw. Holy Christ. That sure was something. Good Lord Almighty. Braden Man punts, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Washington, and the Eagles have another tall task at hand. You know, I have seen Anthony Richardson play. I don't think I've seen a worse throw than that one I just saw. I'm trying to think. That's gonna be one we talk about on Wednesday for the live stream. We are going to be talking about that one. That was actually wild. Let's drop that. I feel like commercial here. Probably I'll either take a little break here at half, leave the stream up, or I'll stop it and start a second half stream. That seems to be more of a consumable method to stream. Oh wow, they're doing another Philly Christmas album. Lane Johnson, Jordan Mailata, and Jason Kelsey. All right, here we go. Jaden Daniels in the gun. Jaden and Jalen is really throwing me. Oh, good hit by Reed Blankenship. And Brown, that was a hard hit. But a solid gain for Washington on 1st down. Second and 6. Go. Jaden Daniels hands off, and it'll be a 1st down for Washington. We haven't seen Terry McLaurin at all tonight. Is he in the game? I don't mean that like sarcastically. Is he out? I didn't check the injury report before the game started. Back goes Daniels, and a little dump out to Robinson. Gets 9. Crowd's getting feisty. All these passes are to little dumps to running backs and like slot receivers. There hasn't been any sort of wide receiver action here on the outside. 4 wide receivers, Daniels in the gun. Eagles show pressure. They don't bring it. Handoff to Eckler, who gets the first down. Right to the 50-yard line. First down, Washington. There's a flag on the play. It'll be a holding on Washington, which is perfect. 6:28 to go in the first half. Goddamn Christ.
Jaden Daniels is the best basketball player on his team.
Who cares? Roger McCaffrey's the best chess player. That's how he prepares. Just shut the fuck up. He's literally got a basketball on the field. Oh my Lord. Get me out. 2nd and 10 for Washington. Daniels in the gun again. Back he goes. Dumps it off to the back again. That's Eckler. Tackled shy. That'll bring up 3rd and 4. Half. Why that was a 9-yard penalty is strange. I don't really know, but and Daniels again trips to the left. Back he goes, and little dump out to Zach Ertz. Y'all better cheer him. Y'all better cheer Zach Ertz. I don't care. I don't care. You better cheer him. Yeah, why is Mitchell giving Ertz a ton of space? He's not going to beat him over the top. Why are we playing him deep? 12th year. And play action for Daniels. And he's going to run it. No gain. Zach Bond played that perfectly. He played the short dump to the back, and as soon as Daniels took off to run, he crashed on him. Fantastic job by Bond. Second and 9, they gave him very lenient yard there. Hurts in the gun. Did it again. Daniels in the gun. Has time and throws it short. Bad throw by Daniels. Slay on Noah Brown, and he had Brown open and just he threw it low and behind him. It was a really bad throw. He's got to lead him on that one. It's probably a touchdown. 3rd and 9 for the Commanders. Daniels in the gun, 4 wide receivers to the right. And back he goes. And a little dump out to Eckler, who drops it. Pass was low, but that was catchable. Likely the punting unit here. Oh, it looked like it was tipped at the line. Kind of why it came out wonky. And way onto punt. Goes for the corner. Cooper DeJean at the 10. 4:11 to go. Washington 7, Philadelphia 0. Approach halftime. This has been a strange game so far. The Eagles' fantastic defense has kept a very good Washington team in check for most of the game. 2 missed field goals by Jake Elliott. A strange attempted trick play by Sirianni. That was one of those situations where it was like, well, we've been working on this trick play, so let's just call it rather than having a reason to call it. That's what that felt like. That's what it looked like on the end of it. So that kind of pulled the Eagles out of range, and Elliott's 2 missed field goals are kind of the story of this game. You can't have 2. Not in this game. AJ Watt doing a Home Alone style. Commercial. Kids out there, when did this start? When does this love language thing start? I don't get it. Love language. When do we start doing this? I've heard it before, but not really clicking with me. Love language. I'm the old guy now. All right, here we go. We got plenty of time here for a long Eagles drive, but you need to execute. They're showing that reverse hurdle by Saquon Barkley, which is the play of the year so far. The insane reverse hurdle. 1st and 10 for the Eagles, 4:11 to go. Half. Drop back, little dump out to Barkley. Gets the first down. Go. 2nd and inches. Trips to the right. Hand off to Barkley, who gets the first down. Out to the 26. Hurts in the gun. 3 wide receivers. Play action. And caught by Brown for another first down. Hurts actually stood in the pocket for a change and delivered a pass, got hit, and Brown uses his body to block out the defender. First down. Quads for the Eagles. Hurts in the gun. Back he goes. And throws to the outside is Smith for a short gain. Hurts under center. He comes back to the gun. 2:20 to go. 4 wide receivers. Back he goes. Hands off to Barkley. with a huge gate. Excuse me, first down Eagles as they approach the 50. And we're at the 2-minute warning. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. You have a lot of your playbook offensively still available. You have to get points here. It doesn't have to be a touchdown, but you got to get off of this 0. And I know it's hard to trust in Elliott right now, who's already missed 2 field goals, but you got to. He's still part of your team. You got to use him. Well, unlike the 49ers, you don't see anyone on the Eagles trying to choke Jake Elliott, right? Right, Debo? Or unless Jake Elliott after the game, or maybe at like halftime, he'll be doing an interview, and he'll take off his jersey, and there'll be a Commander's jersey underneath, just like those old wrestling. Oh no, he's turned on him. He turned on him. Is that what we're gonna get? Is that what Debo thought, that that Moody was working for the Bucks the whole time? Or is he just an asshole who can't accept? It's okay when he does poorly, but he can't accept when someone else does. Is that what that is? Nobody's trying to be bad at it. Nobody. Jake Moody had a rough game, and he still kicked the game-winning field goal, so whatever. I believe he was 3 for 3 in that game, if memory serves. Let's do a quick check while we're at the 2-minute warning commercial break here. Week 10, I believe he kicked the game-winning field goal. Yep, the Bucks tied it up late, and then with 41 seconds to go. Oh, sorry, that's 41 total time. What was the... Oh, with 3 seconds to go. Game over. Game-winning field goal. So all your bitching was for nothing. To make the game tougher, yeah, but you still won, and you won by his foot. So let's see what Debo did after all that bitching. 5 catches for 62 yards. 3 carries for 14 yards. So not much. Not much. Maybe if he did a little bit better, they wouldn't have to rely on all the field goals. You get annoyed when people are like that. I've been in that situation many times. It's not like I'm trying to screw up. It just happens. All right, here we go. Eagles in the gun. And handoff to Barkley, which is a good sign as he crosses the 50. Now they're going to run this clock. And right up to the line go the Eagles. It'll be 2nd down. Just spilled my drink. That would have sucked. Hurts in the gun. And a little dump over the middle to Smith, who's got room to run as he crosses the 30. Great job by Smith. That was a nice throw by Hurts, and Smith on the slant catches and runs. Press coverage, little quick move by Smith, and there he goes. Safety has to come in and clean him up, and the Eagles are in business here. A minute to go, all 3 timeouts. Hurts in the gun, 4 wide receivers, and they're going to play action. And Hurts is going to run towards the side. He slid way freaking early. Gain of 1. Flag down on the play. He's so much slower than he looks. He being Hurts. As we let the refs cuddle up and mooch it and talk about it. It'll be a defensive illegal contact on Washington. It'll be 1st down for Philadelphia as they are in business. 58 seconds to go. You have plenty of time. And here we go. It would be... Oh, that was weak. That was weak illegal contact. It was just a little touch. He did impede the progress of the receiver, but that was pretty weak. I'll take it though. He is wearing an Eagles green mouthpiece, so maybe he's going to take his jersey off and it'll be an Eagles one underneath. So maybe he's working for us. Hurts in the gun, Jahan Dotson in motion, and handoff to Barkley, who stays on his feet through the contact and gains 2. Timeout Eagles, 51 seconds to go. Wait, timeout Washington. Okay. All right, we'll take it. We'll take it. Second down. They're trying to conserve some time, but the Eagles got a ways to go before it's not first and goal or second and goal. Showing Jake Elliott. It is a very, very lonely world right now for Jake Elliott. Know that feeling. I've screwed up on some of the bigger stages you can imagine, and this is it is a very, very lonely feeling. Hurts in the gun. Brown and Smith to the left. Brown in motion. And a little bit of pressure. He goes deep for Smith and broken up, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 8. .47 seconds to go. You got to play here for the first down, not for the touchdown. It was an underthrown ball. Smith had space to the pylon, but Hurts underthrows it. Gives the Commander's defender a chance. You got to play for the first here. Washington has too much time left. 3rd and 8. Back goes Hurts. And he's pressured, breaks the pocket. Signals for the block and gets the first down. 1st and goal, Philadelphia. 39 seconds to go. Great block by Gainwell, who was out to receive. And he's able to get the block and give Hurts just enough room. Great job by Gainwell. Fantastic. 1st and goal, Philadelphia. 39 seconds to go in the half. And Hurts in the gun, empty backfield. Barkley in motion, and they go with a quarterback draw. And Hurts still on his feet. What the hell? 33 seconds to go, and that'll be a timeout. Timeout, Philadelphia. I think Washington took that timeout super early. That was odd. Very aggressive by the coach to take that timeout that early. If and when Al Michaels retires, they should put Jim Nance with Kirk Herbstreit. Make my life happy. Put Tony Romo with Joe Buck. Put him with Joe Buck and Troy Aikman just to make it like a super shitty booth. All right. Hurts under center, hands off to Barkley. Gain of a half yard. 3rd and goal, timeout, Philadelphia. All right, 28 seconds to go. You got to go end zone here. And this is not 4-down territory. You have to come away with points. It is unacceptable to come away without points here. Jake Elliott 0 for 2 has missed on 44 and 51-yard attempts. This would be a chip shot for a high school student at this point. But this has to go into the end zone. It is not 4-down territory. Points are a must. Hurts in the gun. Johnny Wilson in motion. And back goes Hurts. And pressured. And he's running. And was that punched out? No, that's an incomplete pass. 4th down. Send the damn field goal unit out. Devontae Smith was running just absolute free. There he is. You have 2 wide receivers to your left with no... There's a face mask. .21-yard attempt for Jake Elliott. And the kick's good and the Eagles are on the board. A sarcastic cheer from the crowd. 19 seconds to go. Three field goal attempts in the half is what you have. However, it's good you're kicking field goals. Has to be. But they have to be made. Elliott, I know. Tough. But nonetheless, it's a 1-score game. We're going into halftime. And right after this, I'm going to end the stream and we'll start up with a second half stream. We will be at shortly. Was this stuck the whole time? The whole damn time? Is that? Interesting. Anyways, showed the damn odds the whole time instead of this updating. So OBS, I appreciate you not updating that whole time. So that'll be a touchback for Washington. Let's see what Washington does before I stop this stream, and we'll come back in the second half with a new stream. And I'm going to take a little break and I'll be back. Let's just see what Washington's going to do here. And they're going to come out in the gun. 4 wide receivers. Eckler to his left. Back goes Daniels. Little dump over to Eckler. Got room as he approaches the 50. You can at least launch one to the end zone now. Do you want 2 cracks at a Hail Mary, or do you want to grab like a 15-yard gain? Showing the Hail Mary play by Washington against Chicago and how that one turned out. Where that Bears defender was taunting the fans, and then little dump out to Luke McCaffrey. Incomplete. All right, 9 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. Daniels in the gun, trips to the right, and a timeout is called. Philly sees the trips and change the formation up. Terry McLaurin, very quiet today. No receptions, no targets even to this point. Eagles have done a fantastic job keeping everything in front so far. See what kind of second half adjustments the Commanders make. Empty backfield in the shotguns, Daniels, and he's gonna throw it over the middle. Incomplete. Yeah, that's an incomplete pass for sure. It'll be 3 seconds left, 3rd and 10, and they'll just have to take a crack at the end zone. Yeah, it's incomplete. We don't need to see it 15 more times. Just get on with it, brother. They play too much. It is an incomplete pass. Now they reviewed it. Now we're good. Four seconds to go. No, 5 seconds to go. 7-3 Washington. Jalen Hurts with a potential concussion. He's in the blue tent after his head slammed into the ground. See what Kenny Pickett has coming out of the half. Kenny Pickett gets his chance. Now, every single year, Hurts goes down with some injury. Oh, just a handoff and run out the clock, and that'll do it for the first half. Washington 7, Philadelphia 3, and I will be back with the